everybody. Welcome to the Grace Grella Show. I am Grace Grella, your psychic medium healer host. Woohoo! The trifecta. And we're going to have a fabulous show tonight because I have two earth angels as my guests. I have Janice Tverberg, thequiethealer.com, and Michael Zinn, podcaster extraordinaire, the Livestream of Consciousness at youtube.com. He's also a photographer, a brilliant artist, and he's got something we're gonna inquire about with baseball. Baseball been very good to me. Football, I don't know. So we've got a lot of stuff going on in this show tonight, and it really is going to be a brilliant one because it is, after 29 years, my last live show from the NSTV studio. Can you believe this? This is like, time keeps on slipping into the future here. So, but not to fret, you can still get a hold of me. You can always email me at gracegrella@gmail.com. And I'm always once a month doing a gathering in Bayshore at Burke Gordy Acupuncture office and studio. And I've joined forces with Diane Hutnick, and she has events all over in Holbrook and Plainview and all over the place. And I'll be doing sessions at her events. So you just have to call Diane to book with me, which is 516-639-6903. That's Diane Hutnick at 516-639-6903. Now, it's all about getting the love and the info to you. You know, I got that hotline to heaven, so if you need to talk to your near and dear ones, hey, I'll be the Western Union for you. Not a problem. Just get in touch with me. Or there's always Janice. Now, Janice, besides being the quiet healer, is a fabulous psychic medium herself. And she's a lovable Leo, right, Janice? Janice, hello, can you hear me?
How are you?
Can you hear me now?
I can. Hold on. Something's going on.
Okay. We're pilot of the airwaves. We got something glitchy going on? All right, well, Janice, you're a Leo, right? You can't hear me? Your astrological sign is Leo, I believe.
I am a Leo, yes.
Okay, thank you for that. And Michael's a Scorpio, woohoo! So you know how good he is. You know, Scorpios are always fabulous, genuflect. And that, you know, you've got this cacophony of talent, Mike.
Oh, thank you.
You know, you're just brilliant. And more people need to be in touch with you and what you're doing and making a difference on this planet, the both of you.
Thank you.
And no, thank you guys for showing up and always showing out when you do. So it's what I wanted you to tell, Mike, is the baseball story.
Oh, yeah. Well, we were talking about, you know, some different things that we got going on currently. Right. And today is opening day of the baseball season.
Yankees won.
And
Yay!
And the studio that I work at is producing a podcast for LJ Mazzilli and Mike Alt. LJ is the son of baseball player Lee Mazzilli. LJ was on the Ducks. I think he was on the Arizona Diamondbacks. They both, Mike and LJ, were professional baseball players for a bit. And they're doing a podcast now from the studio. So we're producing that, and that premiered today. LJ and Mike, the lineup with LJ and Mike on YouTube. So I'm excited about that.
Fabulous. That's really fast. But now what's going on with your photosynthesis? Is that what your
photosynthesis? Yeah, photosynthesis is, I love play on words, and photosynthesis became kind of my name for what I do. So I take photos, I take video, and then I digitally manipulate them, and I kind of change the energetic feel of it. So photosynthesis was a perfect kind of play on words for photosynthesis, which is changing energy, changing light into energy. So I kind of applied that to what I do, and photosynthesis became kind of my photography business, name. So photosynthesis.com is where you could see that stuff.
Photosynthesis.com. Woo woo! And Janice, if people want to get in touch with you, the one-stop shop address is thequiethealer.com, correct?
That is correct, yes.
Okay. And what are you most comfortable with? You're another one who's multifaceted and so gifted. What are you most comfortable with all of your gifts? Which one touches your heart the most? Which makes you happiest helping people?
Helping people through Reiki. That is what I do best, because that's when I have everybody in a nice quiet space, that's when messages flow and you receive exactly what you need. So I do a combo.
Oh, I love it. Two things in one. I love it. And twofer, we love those twofers, okay? And hopefully we can all give our callers some good info tonight. Eliza, are you there?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, hi. How are you?
I'm doing great. December 3rd is your birthday, right?
December 3rd, yes.
Okay, so you are the Pate, you're the Sag.
Yeah.
Yes. And how can we all help you tonight?
Well, I have an underlying condition, but I haven't been well since 2021. Like, it really accelerated. And I was hoping to get messages that can specifically, hopefully, tell me what you see. Because I'm nervous. I have my son's wedding in October, and I don't even feel well enough. Like, I hope I can make it through the day.
Okay. Janice, are you picking up anything that you want to share with her?
They're telling me to breathe easy. You're going to be okay. But you need to focus on taking care of yourself. You're not doing it. You have an underlying condition. You're not taking care of yourself. You want to make it to October and get through the day. Take it easy on yourself and take care of yourself.
Okay.
And I'm having a hard time breathing. Do you have something going on with your lungs?
Well, when I get worse with my illness, I do feel like I can't breathe, but I don't work, so I do try to take it easy. I mean, I really lay around a lot because I'm really unable to walk. I get worse when I walk, so unfortunately I've been using a motility scooter.
Nothing wrong with that, but you're not taking care of yourself.
Okay.
You need to, you're saying lays around, but maybe some Tai Chi, maybe some sitting exercises to strengthen what you can be mobile with. Take care of yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a brilliant suggestion, Janice. It's, like I call it chair dancing, okay? You put on some music that you're grooving to there, girlfriend, and, you just, even if you're lifting up your arms and moving your arms, because it's all about trying to build up your upper respiratory, and I think that's what Janice is keying in on, all right?
Right.
And if you do, like, the slow, like bicycle moves with your legs, and you could make it a joke and say, I'm on the road again, to Willie Nelson's song, but you're not going anywhere. You're just on the road again, moving your legs like you're traveling. I really think, and laughter and love are the two greatest healing energies in the universe, darling. And you got to do the lighten up and lift your spirits instead of being down and out, and is that what's bothering you, Bunky? It's like, instead of being sad and looking at the glass half empty, you have to rejoice that, wow, how blessed am I that I get to sit in this chair and I can move and I can will myself into being healthier and happier. And have you been doing any kind of juicing?
Off and on, I try to juice.
Okay, they're saying, to me, they're saying it would really help you out if you do some like green goddess juicing. I just keep seeing greens.
Well, should I tell you what my underlying condition is?
Sure.
Okay, so I have chronic fatigue syndrome.
Wait. Did that emanate from Epstein-Barr?
Well, years ago it did, but I was in a remission until, and I was doing fairly well until 2021. All
right, we got to throw Epstein out of that bar. He's not allowed anymore.
Okay, so
no more libations. Now
I have a theory on why it got worse, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say it on air.
Well, okay, now we're into the metaphysical energy of if you think it, then it's so. You don't want to create a self-fulfilling prophecy here.
Okay.
Unless it's to make yourself well and healthier. So it's all about positive affirmations, and you're a fire sign. Fire signs are brilliantly gifted in directing their feet to the sunny side of the street, girlfriend.
Right,
so it's, all right, what can I do that's going to make me laugh, lift my spirits, get me motivated, put that music on, makes me want to move and groove, and, little by little. Rome wasn't built in a day, hun, but you can do it. And I agree with Janice, if you focus on you and take care of you. It's like when you're in an airplane and the oxygen mask comes down, they always tell you put it on your face first so you have a clear head and you can help those around you.
Right.
So that's what you need to do. I agree with Janice. Focus on your own self-care. And Janice, do you do distance healing or do people have to come see you personally?
Oh, I do distance healing. I have clients in California, Colorado,
I get it, honey.
Australia.
It's energy work.
So
yeah, I do the same thing.
Energy work.
So that's something else. You might want to contact Janice and have her, do a distant healing for you to jumpstart everything, get your mojo moving and grooving,
right,
and help you out. We all need cheerleaders, love.
I understand.
Never be afraid to ask for help. So
right. And I want to ask one quick question, if I may.
Sure.
Do you see any messages from a departed loved ones?
Was this like a husband or somebody that you loved, like a love interest that passed over?
No.
All right, I feel this love. So if it's not a love of a spouse, it could be love of a parent, like a father, grandfather.
Yeah.
And who was it that you wanted to talk to?
Either one of my parents.
All right, well, I'm feeling the masculine energy here.
Okay.
And the love, like, I love her, like, you're great, you're better than sliced bread, Right. That's how intense this love is from this man. Now, when your dad passed, was this maybe 10 years ago?
No, longer than that.
Longer than that. What's up with 10 years ago? Or the number 10 connected to your father?
I don't know, because there wouldn't be a 10 connected.
All right, so if it's not somebody's birthday, the 10th of a month, or it's not the month.
Well, the 10th of the month would actually be when my son is going to get married this year.
Ha. Okay, so that's what he's giving me the number 10 for then. And they always show up at parties.
Yes, that I know.
Okay, so he's definitely saying that he's going to be there, and he shows me the number 10, and that you have the ability to know when he's around.
Yeah.
You sense his presence, I'm hearing.
In dreams, sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I definitely know he's going to be at your son's wedding in October. I also feel that he agrees with Janice. He's saying that you need to start taking care of yourself. And if you meditate more, you could have a clearer connection to him, he said.
Okay. I talk all the time to my parents. I always find a quiet space, and I actually ask them to help me.
Now he's showing me Barbara Streisand and Yentl. Papa, can you hear me? Papa,
Okay.
can you see me?
Okay.
I'm getting chills. Do you connect to that movie with?
Well, we're Jewish.
Oh, okay. All right. So there we go. Mazel tov. So he's connecting on all these different levels here for you, love.
Okay, great.
All right. Yeah. So, and he's saying that you can do anything you put your mind to. And
hope
he's
so.
saying that you're going to dance at your son's wedding.
Well, I hope so, because I haven't been able to do any of that for.
All right, so that's
since-
your new vision quest.
Okay.
That's your new mantra. That's your new exercise as you're dancing and doing your chair dancing, is visualizing hello, gorgeous. You're going to be gorgeous in your mother, the groom dress, and you're going to be able to dance. Maybe not the whole night, but definitely the dance that the sunrise, sunset.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
All right. God bless. Thanks for
All right.
calling
Thank
in.
you. Yes. Thank you so much.
And take care of you, girl. Okay?
Trying. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Janice, don't you just love it when you need to give people, it's like starting a battery in a car, right? And that Reiki energy just, like lifts them up so that they can get the motivation and the energy moving for themselves. And I'm so happy that you explained to people that you can do this energy work. It doesn't have to be in person. And I think when people experience it for themselves, that's when the light bulb goes off. Ha ha, And now, we also have Claudia on the phone. Let's see if we can help her too. Claudia, are you there?
I am here.
Woohoo! How can we help you, Claudia?
Hey, here's what I got for you. Now, got to do this right and get away from my iPad where I see you and hear you talking. All I'm going to say is my daughter need a big check-in on my daughter and what's happening between us and her mental health and how to proceed, because I actually really, truly am lost. And what I've decided to do is step away.
Oh, good.
Because
good choice.
it isn't not good for my health, what's happening, and I feel pretty strong about the decision, but incredibly, profoundly sad. But I'm still not sure what is up with this young lady, and I don't know what direction to go in. Saw a new shaman the other day, did some interesting work.
Well,
but I still feel
you're doing the spiritual surrender, Claudia.
Yeah.
And that's that's all that's required of you right now. And it's
Okay.
you have to give it up. You have to surrender. You have to give it up to God. This is not your job to do. Your job you already did. You raised her. And you
she's 35.
Yeah. So you already did your job. You raised her. You gave her all the brilliant and beautiful foundations of love and teachings. And, everybody goes through a walkabout time where they, and your daughter's very stubborn.
Yeah, say that again.
And, so are you, though. The apple didn't fall far from the tree. You're a Cancerian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
she's filled with hostility toward me, though, and has a husband now who despises me because of her presentation. And I know this really takes me off the path I want to be on to even say these things out loud. And I'm sorry, universe, please forgive me. But
okay, what you need to do is, like the Buddha say, I'm sorry for their confusions. I'm sorry for my confusions. And you know what? It's like release it and say, you know what? I love them and bless them and hope they find their way out of it.
How did I never hear that before? Oh, how beautiful, Grace. That's exactly it.
So it's,
wow.
And it's, honey, it all takes time. Everybody has their own search for their, and she's just projecting a lot of stuff onto you. But, we always hurt the ones we love. And, everybody knows, a mother's love will always be there. So, yeah. So it's, Hence, you
Any thoughts on peace that involves mental illness? And I mean, I have no control over any of it. This I know, but
I don't
like
know. Janice, are you picking up
Emily,
any? I'm not picking up any mental illness here.
I'm not picking up mental
really?
illness. I'm hearing not your choice. It's her choice. They're her choices to make. You've released her into the wild. You don't agree with them, but they're her choices. You have to just step back and say, I love her, but they're not my choices. They're hers. George Strait, A Love Without End, Amen. They kept on playing the one part in the song that says, in the spring of '81, I became a father in the spring of '81, and it didn't take him long to figure out that his son was just like him. If you listen to the song,
It's almost like the song "The Cat's in the Cradle," right?
Almost like Cats in the Cradle. So if you're a country fan or not, it's a song worth listening to.
Okay.
Because it is about love, it is about parenthood, and it's about coming to terms with it.
She had a child 2 years ago. I have a 16-month-old granddaughter who is, for all intents and purposes, she's autistic. She had a very traumatic birth. The boundaries have been set. I'm not to ask anything about the birth process. I'm not to ask anything about what's going on. I am completely shoved and pushed out, and we were all together for a birthday the other day at the Strong Museum of Play with our little granddaughter, and every time I tried to walk up to the stroller, I am not making this up. I was not. Now, Grace knows I wasn't imagining it. It was like my daughter would take her hand and remove my energy from having touched the stroller. She wouldn't let me touch the baby. She wouldn't let me get near her. And she doesn't connect anyway. She is really in her own little world. But she was removing my energy and didn't want me near her. So she's aware that she's doing that. I'm aware that it's happening. And I had this moment of saying, I surrender this now. I'm tired. I can't take this in anymore, this aggressive, hostile energy that I just want to understand. That's my big problem. I want to understand. And that gets me nowhere. It just makes the whole
exactly. And that's what, Janice is trying to say. Your mantra should be, please release me, let me go. Okay? Because I can't take this no more. So it's about just love them, just keep sending them love. And, and when it's right and perfect and they're through their confusions, that they find their way back to love, which is in your heart. Okay? So it's all about you focusing on just love and letting it go, and stop trying to analyze it and figure it out, because you won't and you can't. And it's not your job to do it. It's none of your business. Okay?
I thought it was.
Well, it's not. It's not about you. And that's hard for a mother to hear. Okay? This is about her and her issues and what she's going through. And as a mother, it's really tough to know that you can't kiss and make it better. I get that. But love is the answer.
It's all that matters is love.
Exactly. So that's your go-to. That's your go-to energy, your go-to frequency, vibration, and just keep sending it to your granddaughter and your daughter and your son-in-law, and find your peace in meditation through that. Okay, Claudia, thanks for calling.
Needed to hear this from you.
We're happy to have assisted you this evening, and now it's you got to do your homework. So go meditate on love, girlfriend. That's what you got to do.
I will. Okay, and love to you. Thank you.
Take care, honey. Thanks for calling in tonight, Claudia.
Yeah, bye.
Bye-bye. And Janice, do you find it ever frustrates you sometimes because you understand somebody's plight and you want to elevate them to where they're at that peace, but it's going through that process that creates their soul's growth? So it's like, they say you can't, it's karma and dharma, and you can't interfere with somebody's dharma, right? If they have to, they're meant to go through that. Their soul chose to go through that.
it's very difficult to help people understand that, especially when, it's like you've been on that journey, and it took a long time for us to understand it. Now we understand it. We want to help people understand it, but it's frustrating when they don't. But you've got to meet them where they're at.
And what do you think, Michael, with the consciousness energy? How would you suggest that people shift their consciousness into rising above?
It's really pretty basic in my mind, and it starts with certain keywords that we've all heard: gratitude. I think self-love is super important. You really need to understand what self-love is. Being able to walk past the mirror and catch a glance of yourself and feel unconditional love and not feel judgment or any sort of less than you are. So I think it all starts from within, and once you do that, then for a long time I was kind of antisocial. I didn't like people in general. I thought 95% of the people that I met had no clue about existing on a planet with other humans, and I realized a bunch of things within self-love, but I realized, first of all, that your thoughts are powerful. So just the fact that I was thinking of that was the reason I was encountering people like that. And once I started realizing and kind of looking for the good in people instead of saying you have no clue, and I would just kind of see, what, I get it, you have no clue, because that's how society is raised.
And I so am on that frequency with you, Michael. Right now we're on the frequency of, we got to get ready for the next part of the program.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
But you two are just supernaturally wonderful. I'm so blessed to have you here tonight. And don't go away if you're watching live, because we're the trifecta. We're all going to be right back with you. Feel the love. That's what we're trying to get out there tonight. Everybody needs, it's going to take a lot of love, as the song lyric says. And we're here to